Good evening, I am Richard S. Marquez, and I will be the one to report the functions of the laboratory sample reception area. The flow of the work in the laboratory usually starts in the sample reception area of the medical laboratory. Various types of samples ranging from blood to other non-blood specimens are received in this area. It is important that these samples are properly handled and there is no room for any mistakes. A medical laboratory assistant or laboratory receptionist is usually assigned in this department to process the receipt and identify and prepare the laboratory request of samples for testing. He or she helps ensure that results are forwarded to the patient and physician in an accurate and timely manner. He or she may also undertake clerical and telephone duties. So, functions of the laboratory sample reception area. So, ano nga ba ang functions ng laboratory sample reception area? First, laboratory sample reception area is ito yung area or kung saan dito tinatanggap or sila yung unang sa kanila unang nag-start yung trabaho sa laboratory kasi bago talagang i-analyze or trabahuin ng mga medical technologists is tumadaan muna sa kanila para ma-check at ma-verify yung mga labels or information ng patient, like double check muna nila para siguraduhin tama or accurate yung results. Like ang mga samples na ito is like mga stool, blood, mga ganyan, urine, ganyan. So, ano nga ba yung functions or let's say ano yung gamit or silbi ng laboratory sample reception area? So, malaki yung tulong nito sa pagkuha ng tamang resulta kasi sila yung nag-double check nga ng kung tama ba yung labels sa specimens na yun, and sigurado nila na accurate yung results. So, sila rin yung nag-process ng mga lab requests, like nag-record ng sample sa system or logbook, nag-encode ng information ng mga pasyente, nag-prepare ng request para sa testing sections. So, sabi dito that it is important that these samples are properly handled and there is no room for any mistakes. So, trained na talaga sila sa trabaho na ito because sabi nga na there is no room for mistakes kasi buhay ang nakasalalay. Kaya, trained na sila sa pag-handle ng mga samples. So pagtapos ma-check if okay na yung mga labels na information, so ginaayos na yung mga samples, nilalagay na sa tamang department like hematology, chemistry or microbiology, at marami pang iba. Gina-check talaga nila kung ready na ba to for pag-analyze ng mga medical technologists. So, he or she may also undertake clerical and telephone duties. So, nag-help rin sila sa mga pagsagot ng tawag, pag-assist sa inquiries ng patient kung may mga tanong-tanong yung mga pasyente, pag-manage ng records at documents. Then, nag-help sila na ma-ensure na yung results is ma-forward agad or on time sa pasyente at sa doktor. So, mahalaga ang laboratory sample reception area kasi Dito nagsisimula ang testing process. Syempre dahil dito nakakaiwas sa mga errors, sa maling diagnosis. Kaya malaki talaga ang tulong nito. Mabilis. Ay nakakatulong sa mabilis na patient care, like action talaga. So, pinapanatili or ginamake sure nila na accurate or talagang accurate yung lab services nila. So, ang laboratory sample reception area is para siyang sa mga hotel. May mga receptionist. Kaso nga lang dito, iba naman kasi in medical naman siya. So again, in conclusion, sa laboratory sample reception area is ito yung dito nagsisimula yung testing process. So, chine-check muna or bina-verify. So, sila yung nag-double check if tama ba yung pag-label mo, tama ba yung information mo nakalagay. So, sila rin yung sagot sa tawag sa inquiries ng pasyente at marami pang iba.
Let's proceed to the duties of the laboratory receptionist. First, they process the receipt identification and preparation of samples. This means the receptionist receives the specimen and checks if everything is correct. So, ang receptionist daw ang modawat sa specimen ug mo-check kung sakto ba ang label ug patient information. Kina-check nila ang patient name, type of specimen, and the requested laboratory test. For example, a blood tube labeled Christine Ang arrives. So, the receptionist will check if the name on the tube matches the name on the laboratory request form. Kung dili parehas, dili nila dayon dawaton ang sample to avoid mistakes. Next is maintain accurate log using a specimen tracker system. So, ang receptionist is dapat gina-record nila tanan samples in the specimen tracking system. Meaning, gina-record nila sa computer kung kanus saan niabot ang sample ug asa ipadala nga laboratory section. This helps the laboratory track the movement of specimens. For example, naabot ang blood sample or na-receive nila by 10 a.m. So, ibutang nila sa laboratory track system. Unsa siya nga type of test. For example, CBC, ibutang nila and if unsa nga section which is hematology. So, kung mangutana ang doctor, ma-check dayon kung asa na ang specimen. Third is advise the laboratory about urgent or special samples. So some samples require special attention like stat samples like urgent test, the frozen samples, and samples requiring special storage. Kung urgent ang sample, i-inform dayon sa receptionist ang laboratory section para mauna ang test. Then next, we have the knowledge in laboratory computer system. The receptionist must know how to use the laboratory computer system for data entry. This includes using test libraries. So when we say test library, it is the list or database of all laboratory tests available in the lab. Murag menu sa laboratory test kung asa makita kung unsang test ang available. For example, if ang doktor nag-request og CBC, the receptionist check the test library to confirm the test and encode it correctly. We also have the intranet. So, ang intranet is a private computer network used inside the hospital or laboratory. Private network ni siya nga ginagamit sa hospital staff para mag-share og information internally. For example is, ang receptionist may use the hospital intranet to check the patient records or laboratory updates. And we also have referral data. So this refers to information about laboratory tests that are sent to another laboratory for testing. Kung ang laboratory dili maka-perform sa certain test, ipadala nila ang sample sa referral laboratory. For example, if a patient needs special genetic testing that the hospital laboratory cannot perform, sample is sent to another specialized laboratory. The receptionist must record this referral data so the laboratory can track the specimen and the result. Next is scanning, filing, and archiving documents. So the receptionist organizes and stores laboratory documents. Sila ang responsible for scanning, pag-file, and pag-store sa laboratory request forms ug other records. For example, after processing the specimen, the receptionist scans the request form and save it in the laboratory database. Next is handle incoming calls. The receptionist also answers phone calls. Sila ang modawat sa tawag gikan sa doctors, nurses, and patients. For example, a doctor calls the laboratory asking if the patient's blood test result is ready. So the receptionist check the system and transfers the call to the correct laboratory section. 7 is stay updated with current trends. So the receptionist must stay updated with new laboratory procedures and technologies. Meaning kinahanglan sila mag-learn sa bagong systems and improvements sa laboratory operations. Next is maintain professionalism and proper documentation. So, dapat i-ensure nila ang accurate procedures, complete documentation, and a timely processing of samples. So, very important ka professional and organized ang receptionist para malikayan ang laboratory errors. We also have this handle inquiries about samples. Patients and doctors may ask about laboratory tests. So, ang receptionist ang mohandle sa mga pangutana about sa samples and laboratory request. For example, na a patient ka mag-ask if ready na ba ilahang blood test result, then the receptionist checks the system and informs the patient politely. And lastly, we have this operate laboratory reception equipment. The receptionist must know how to use equipment in the reception area. Example is, kabla dapat mag-computer, barcode scanner, printer, and specimen labeling system. So example is when a specimen arrives, the receptionist may scan the barcode to register the sample in the laboratory system. So in summary, the sample reception area is the starting point of laboratory operations. The laboratory receptionist plays an important role in ensuring that specimens are properly received, identified, recorded, and forwarded to the correct laboratory section, which helps maintain accurate laboratory results and quality patient care.
So now let us move to the essential patient or client information reflected in the laboratory request form. So the first part of the laboratory request form is the name of the form, includes the name of the laboratory and receiving date of the specimen being handled. So this section is establish the where and when. Then so the purpose of this part is identify which laboratory is handling this sample and records the exact date the specimen was received. So it is important for tracking the turnaround time and ensuring the specimen is processed
while still viable. So the next part of the laboratory request form is the patient details, which include the patient personal information such as his or her name, address, telephone number, date of birth, and gender. So it is important that proper identification is the most critical step in the pre-analytical phase. So, para makaprevent ni siya sa patient misidentification which could lead to incorrect diagnosis or treatments. So, details like age and gender are also used to determine the correct reference ranges for test result. So, kanina part kay, it is important ni siya para ma-identify nimo siya, imuhang patient nga mao ba na siya imuhang patient. So next is the third part is the requester details. Next is so it contains the information about the personnel or company that made the request. So the name of the personnel, the company he or she represent, and the contact details such as the address and the phone should be indicated. So it is important if there is a critical value or life-threatening result, so the laboratory needs this information to contact the provider immediately. So kini na part is kinsa to ang nag-request ani nga test kay if na may mga life-threatening result kay mo to siya ang kontakon kay siya man ang nag-request ani nga test.
So now let us proceed to number 4, sample details. Sample details provide information about the specimen being handled. They show the date and time when the sample was taken, its urgency, if it involved fasting, as well as the specific type of specimen provided. So the sample details section provide clear information about the specimen collected from the patients. It shows the urgency of the results or the test, whether it is marked as normal or urgent. So the laboratory knows how quickly the test needs to be processed. So it also indicates if the patient is fasting or non-fasting, which is important because some laboratory tests require fasting to ensure accurate results. Then this section also records the date and time when the sample was taken from the patient. There are type of specimen is identified by checking the appropriate box such as blood, urine, swab like katong sa COVID nga gibuhat, tissue, feces, sputum or katong mga saliva nato or fluids or cytology. Then, this help the laboratory staff know exactly what specimen they are handling and how it should be processed. So, let us move on number 5. Number 5, relevant clinical information shows other relevant details such as the drug therapy, the last dose including the date and time, and other pertinent clinical information. So, the relevant clinical information section contains important medical details that may affect the laboratory result. It includes the patient's drug therapy, which refers to any medications the patient is currently taking. It also records the last dose of the medication, including the date and time it was taken. Because some drugs can influence the test outcomes. So providing this information helps the laboratory staff and doctors better understand and interpret the results. So there is also a space for other relevant clinical information, where additional medical details about the patient can be written, such as symptoms, medical conditions, or other factors that may help in making accurate diagnosis. So that is the relevant clinical information.
So this part shows a list of possible laboratory tests that can be performed. The requester will check the box of the specific test needed. So as you can see, the test is nakagroup na siya into categories such as profile test, biochemistry, hematology, anatomical pathology. And there is also space for additional tests if the needed test is wala na include sa list. And another section is cervical cytology. So this is usually for female patients lang and includes tests like the pap smear. Next, so the last part is the date and signature of the requester. So dari ginabutang sa requester ang petsa kung kanus-an niya gibuhat ang test request form. And also ang iyang perma upang ipakita na siya ang nag-request ng laboratory test. So kung walay perma, ang test request form is dili dayon ma-process sa laboratory ang test. So mauna ni ang whole test request form.
So now, I'm going to report the principle and application of laboratory computer system in the sample reception area. The sample reception area plays an important role in pre-analytical phase of laboratory testing. Laboratory errors are minimized is not totally eradicated if this section will apply proper organization and traceability procedure. So ang sample reception area is very important na siya sa pre-analytical phase of the laboratory testing. Mao ni ang place kung aha gina-receive, gina-check, o gina-record ang mga laboratory sample gikan sa mga patients. Kung ma-organize ug tarong ang mga proseso diri, ma-minimize ang laboratory errors na or mahimong gamay kaayo ang sayop sa resulta. And because of the proper organization and traceability procedures, mas dali nato matrack kung aha gikan ang sample o kinsa ang patient o unsa test ang kinahanglan nato buhaton. So kung naay problema, masayon pod ma-identify ug ma-correct. Next is adopting a laboratory computer system. It will improve the efficiency of the sample reception area, because it will provide easy and fast access to almost error-free information and ensure the reports generated are accurate and provided in a timely manner. It also provides control and oversight on the procedure performed in the laboratory. So, ang adopting laboratory computer system, it helps to improve the efficiency sa sample sa reception area. So instead na manual ang atong gamiton sa pag-record, ang computer system kay gahatag na siya og easy and fast access sa information. So pasabot ani is dali ra makita ang patient data, test requests, and sample details. So through the computer system, almost error-free ang information because automated na ang recording o checking sa data. This is also help to ensure that the laboratory reports are accurate and released on time. Aside from that, the system also provides control and oversight sa laboratory procedure. So meaning ana, ma-monitor kung kinsa ang mga test nga nahimo o unsa pa ang mga pending na mga result o kung sakto ba ang process nga gisunod sa laboratory staff. So, the use of computer system in the sample reception area, it helps us to reduce error and improve efficiency, ensure accurate reports, and monitor laboratory operation effectively.
It is recommended that the following procedure be included. First, the integrity of the sample must be checked before acceptance or rejection. Ibig sabihin, chine-check muna ng laboratory staff kung maayos pa ba ang sample bago ito tanggapin. For example, tinitingnan kung hindi basag ang tube, hindi contaminated ang sample, at tama ang type ng sample. Halimbawa, kung blood sample ang kailangan pero ibang specimen ang nakolek, pwede itong i-reject. Second, samples introduced in the register should be properly labeled to ensure traceability. Ibig sabihin, dapat maayos at kumpleto ang label ng sample para madaling matrack kung kaninong patient ito. For example, dapat may patient name, ID number, date, at type of test. Kapag walang label o mali ang pangalan, pwedeng magkapalit ang results ng patients kaya importante ang proper labeling. Third, the laboratory request should be reviewed by authorized personnel. Ibig sabihin, may qualified laboratory staff or medical technologists na mag-check kung tama at kumpleto ang request form. For example, check nila kung anong test ang requested ng doktor at kung tugma ito sa sample na kinuha. Fourth, there should be a procedure for handling special cases tulad ng urgent samples or verbal requests. Halimbawa, kapag may emergency patient na kailangan agad ng blood test, inuna ito ng laboratory para mabilis makuha ang results. Minsan din may verbal requests ang doktor pero kailangan pa rin itong ma-record properly para maiwasan ang mistakes. Fifth, regular review of the required sample per test. Required sample volume per test. Ibig sabihin, chine-check ng laboratory kung tama ang amount ng sample na kailangan sa bawat test. Halimbawa, may test na kailangan ng 2 ml blood pero kung kulang ang sample, maaaring hindi magawa ang test o hindi accurate ang result. Lastly, there should be a proper procedure for sample rejection. Kapag may problema sa sample, kailangan itong i-reject at humingi ng bagong specimen. For example, kung hemolyzed ang blood sample, kulang ang volume, mali ang label, or contaminated, hindi ito pwede gamitin dahil makaka-apekto ito sa accuracy ng result. In summary, ang mga procedure na ito ay ginagawa para maiwasan ng errors, mapanatili ang quality ng laboratory testing, at may sigurado na tama ang results ng patients.
The laboratory sample receipt or tracking logbook is used to record all incoming samples in the laboratory. Kini nga logbook importante kaayo kay makatabang kini sa pag-organize o pag-monitor sa tanang samples nga nadawat sa laboratory. When a sample arrives, it recorded in the logbook together with important information. Apil sa impormasyon, ang date received, type sa sample, ug unsa nga test ang gi-request. Each sample is given a unique laboratory identification number. Kini nga identification number gigamit aron dali mailhan ug malikayan ang paglibog sa mga samples. The number is written on the sample container and also recorded into the logbook. Usahay, ang requisition form sa sample mahimong isulat sa logbook o i-enter sa computer system sa laboratory. Kini nga proseso makatabang aron masiguro nga sakto ang pag-track sa sample. Overall, tracking logbook is important because aron mapadayon ang kaayuhan sa record keeping, organization ug accuracy sa laboratory work. Mao kana ang nganong importante kaayo ang tracking logbook sa laboratory.